When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Wants to fire on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds him out of the backfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Navy Midshipmen offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And the heart of this team...
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, we got up early today and did a little bit of streaming, so how you doing?
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Wide out trying to get it in. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They're looking to throw on second and short. Touchdown, Navy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Grab behind the line. It's Winston. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, midshipman.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Navy! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was
gashing the knee on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Now from inside the red zone, using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Number 11, set to kick off.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And down he goes back at the 3. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
He sent the heat, but he gets it away cleanly. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Winston. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man quickly. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Navy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Quick step and go. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 82.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wide open downfield. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Nice move. Creates some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Navy quick to the line.
At the 29. And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Navy. Number 8.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC.
Hang half a hundred on them, you know what I mean?
Needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On the option, he'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Is tackled down at the 27, and the Navy offense will take over.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. That's caught. It's Flanagan. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Navy quick to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a...
Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, midshipman. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Connor. Here's the pressure. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking for a huge play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill...
Got enough space, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Connor. Makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You gotta find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Connor. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes the grab down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Navy quick to the line. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Navy! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Connor. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Navy offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Navy quick to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
He wants to throw it again. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got it on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Navy quick to the line.
1st and goal. Navy.
Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 15 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, midshipman. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a
Finally got it. Finally. It's about freaking time, man. You know what I'm saying? Finally got that hundo freaking points. Let's go.
People are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Connor. He's got him.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Navy quick to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
Finds his man down the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
At the 31. Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to pass. It's Connor. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like